Almost what we call the green light, red light. Go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Go. Hold the low. Hold. Like 22. I'm here all.
From the gun, it's Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
56, right there, 56. Watch one. Mike's 56.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch the run.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
48-yard line. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. For one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike 22, Mike 22. Get him. Hey, check it.
From the gun, Brady. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Now Breeze lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down, Saints.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Michael Thomas.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Saints.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
He was brought down by...
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, Camaro. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1 yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Shoot. Check and reload. Check 13.
Operating from the gun. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it.
Incomplete.
But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Harris. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Breeze.
Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. On your team.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Being chased down. He'll run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Tom Brady flashing the mobility. Scrambling there for a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 22.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Box 22, box 22.
To throw again. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's out right at the 25. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Let's go. Check. Fresno. Jim. Alert! Winning hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Williams on the coverage.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Yeah, let's go sandwich. Hey, one set. Check back. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. It's a part of that. It's a part of that. Sponge. Flow.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To Jared Cook.
A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, New Orleans.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 24. Buccaneers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
First down, Saints.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
I got you. 45.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
41.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints just continue to roll. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Saints 31, Buccaneers nothing.